Whoa.
This is crazy.
And here the audio cuts off. So yeah, if you didn't read the description to this last episode, I better tell you just so you're aware. Yeah, you may have noticed it was really short. It was less than 3 minutes actually. I'm pretty sure it's the shortest part I've uploaded so far, and it's not because I wanted it to be particularly short. I actually recorded. Well, I thought I recorded a whole 10-minute episode, but for some reason only the first 3 minutes saved. I haven't quite figured out what was the cause of that. I hope it doesn't happen again. I haven't really had any issues with the device before, apart from storage space. So basically this part, I'm going to call it part 28, but it's more like part 27B, really, because I'm just catching up to where I was meant to finish off before. So I've already read everything that happens in this part, just so you're aware. It's really bad. It's probably one of my least favorite passages in the story so far. Let's just I'll stop wasting time and just get on with it, because I really hope this doesn't happen again, because I don't want to have to re-record parts of this shit. I don't want this to go on for longer than it has to, frankly. So yeah, they just ordered some pizza. I'm probably gonna say something else, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah, they just ordered some pizza, and they got charged way too much for it. I'm sorry, but $48 for a measly pizza? Chris had to ask, which he did. At no point when he played the game, he never called, or even entered, Mac Pizza at all. What a rip-off! Ness, I can't believe you didn't say anything. Are you so rich that you don't care either way? Exactly, said Ness, which somehow mortified Chris and the others. See, the first time I read through, I really laughed at that, and you're not going to get to see what that was like, just because of this fucking bullshit iPod. Screwed it all up. See, you guys are gonna suffer now, because of this shitty piece of hardware. Yeah, so Ness is a bit of a scumbag. He's so rich. He's so rich he doesn't care about how much fucking money this pizza costs. So yes, exactly, said Ness, which somehow mortified Chris and the others. Paula, already used to buying some atrociously high-priced equipment, wasn't freaked out. Don't give me that look. My father is funding my journey with his job. He's never given me a lot of allowance before, but now it's different. I think that I'm going to have to retire after I finish Geiger's off. He opened the box and took the full scent in. Enough about that. Who wants a slice? Unbelievable, said Chris, Lucario, and Juff at the same time. Yeah, this smell is so good you can't believe it. He ignored the triple facepalm display. Huh, I didn't think we were going to eat this. In hindsight, eating pizza out in the streets with man-eating zombies isn't such a good idea. Another reason why Mock Pizza will probably go bankrupt at this rate in the near future, Paula predicted. She was right. Spoilers, I guess. We're 5 people. We'll go through the pizza pretty fast. Alright, grab a slice, you 4, Ness said, opening the box. Chris eyed the pizza presented to him. The smell was pretty real, and it did make his stomach growl in anticipation to eat a slice. He grabbed a slice and ate a bit. Sure enough, his body didn't reject the food. It went down without issues. He sighed in relief and started eating faster while everyone else did the same. The children ate more than one slice, with Lucario and Paula only eating one each. Apparently Paula does not constitute a child all of a sudden. Whatever. Lucario took a small chance to talk to his trainer while the children were facing another way.
I'm enjoying this so far, he told him. I'm not talking about the food. I'm talking about how we're out in the open together without restrictions.
Chris forced a smile. Yes, it does feel good. he said. "Though I wish I was somewhere else instead of this zombie town, eating pizza out here." The aura Pokemon looked serious, though the slice of pizza he was holding contrasted greatly to his expression, which Chris found very glaring from his rather low altitude compared to the large Pokemon. Apparently he's lower in the land. Because altitude, I'm pretty sure, doesn't just mean difference in height. But what the fuck do I know? I mean, Aura Channel Chris is a fucking veritable oracle. Frankly, I should be taking his word for it. Why am I even questioning him at all? I'd done that before. It was a terrible idea.
With me by your side, you don't need to fear anything,
Lucario reassured Chris.
I won't let those monsters bite your arms on my watch.
He was hoping to sound very heroic to him, not minding the pizza slice that was bending down too much on his large hand. I feel a little touched, really, Chris said, making Lucario smile. But would you please finish your slice? I can't take you seriously with the dripping cheese bits on your waist. Lucario blinked and saw he was getting dirty with cheese on the waist, getting tangled up with his sleek yellow fur. It was too late to clean up and stop blushing, for the children had turned their way and spotted the mess at eye level. Chuckled Ness with Paula. Juff merely adjusted his foggy glasses.
I need a napkin,
Lucario said meekly, getting one from Ness. He wasn't expecting Chris suddenly laughing for a brief moment, wrecking the result Lucario was hoping to get instead. Still, his trainer's radiant blue aura flared with positive waves, and they felt so good and refreshing to the aura Pokemon, who smiled and chuckled as well.
It's worth it to see him laugh because of me,
Lucario thought relieved.
As long as he doesn't laugh at me.
That's a fucking threat. It's not the first time Lucario has threatened Chris, but their relationship seems to fluctuate between loving and caring and kind of a bit concerning at points. His little distraction brought the children closer to them, making things easier to bond. When they were done eating and laughing, they discarded the box in a trash can and resumed with the journey, walking across the streets to the south portion of the town. A portion that seemed too deserted. Belly's full. Now what? Ness asked the group. We never found out what else to do when we were kidnapped by zombies. Our best bet is to look around, Juff theorized. Anything out of the ordinary, besides the zombies and evil trash cans, should be worth looking at. It wasn't long before they heard Lucario growl deeply. They jerked their heads his way and saw him baring his fangs. His sharp, bloodthirsty fangs. Seeing this as a bad sign of things to come, Chris leaned into him. Why are you growling so suddenly? Oh wait, your aura ability! Aura ability? Ness and Paula repeated. As Juff and a reluctant Chris explained what the ability was about, Lucario's aura vision activated as he saw the world's lucid red aura cover the town completely. The sickening aura his senses picked up came from nearby. It was coming from a suspicious circus tent. He was able to tell how the tent itself had an aura of its own, unlike how the red aura engulfed everything and the buildings, which of course had no singular auras. A building like a tent emitting its own aura was unheard of, but the red coat was enough to tell him it was dangerous. Sense and see living creatures' souls at will? Ness said. Holy crud! That's awesome. I wish PSI had that sort of thing. His remarks fell on deaf ears to Lucario. I think I'm starting to admire you. You're definitely looking cooler and cooler. If the very good remarks could come out of Chris himself, it would snap Lucario from his growling fits. The boyish teen looked up at Lucario. I didn't think others would see you in this light, Chris suddenly spoke, smiling. I feel so proud of you. That was enough for Lucario to drop his aura vision and smile at Chris. An actual praise from his trainer was a must to relish. That's a absolutely rubbish half a sentence there. As evidenced by his low growling sound, the other three children exchanged blank glances for a moment before Ness said, So, what evil aura did you pick? Lucario focused on the task and pointed southeast.
A circus tent is expelling its own red aura, he said. It's not normal at all. It's certainly possessed by Gygas's influence.
There's our first clue right there, guys, Paula said. Let's head over to that suspicious circus tent next time.